Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to become sentence architects. That's right, we're not just writing sentences, we are literally building them brick by brick from the ground up. And to kick things off, I've got a little challenge for you. So imagine you and your best friend are planning an absolutely amazing trip. You've got your bags packed, you're all set to go, but hold on. Just as you're heading out the door, there's a catch. Your parents say, "That's great, but you have to tell us the entire plan in a single sentence." How on earth can you possibly do that? Well, believe it or not, the secret is all about choosing the right kind of sentence. Let's find out how. Okay, so let's start with our most important tool in the toolbox. Every great building starts with a single strong brick. Well, in language, that brick is what we call the simple sentence. So, what's the secret sauce here? Well, a simple sentence needs just two things: a subject, that's who or what the sentence is all about, and a predicate. That's what the subject is doing or being. And together, they make one complete idea. It's simple, it's clear, and it's strong. For example, the cat sleeps on the couch. Our subject is the cat, and the action is sleeps on the couch. See? It's one complete thought, one solid building block. Strong, simple, and straight to the point. Okay, so a single block is great. But what happens when you've got two equally important ideas you need to share? Well, that's when we start connecting our building blocks to build something even bigger. And this is where the compound sentence comes in. Think of it like this. You take two of those strong, complete ideas, two of our solid blue blocks, and you join them. Each part could totally be a sentence on its own, but we connect them to show they belong together. For instance, you've got this one thought over here: I wanted to go for a walk. See? That's a complete idea, one blue block. And then over here, you've got another one. It started to rain. Another solid blue block. Right now, they're just sitting there, separate from each other. So how do we bring them together? Simple. We use a special connector word, like but. This little word acts like glue or maybe like a Lego connector, sticking our two blocks together. I wanted to go for a walk, but it started to rain. Now, by linking them, we show a contrast and we create a much more interesting story. Now, these connector words are like your special sentence building toolkit. And there's a really easy way to remember the main ones. Just think of the word fanboys. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. These are your go-to words for joining two main ideas. Right. So we can build with one block, or we can connect two equal blocks. But what if one idea is, the main event, and the other is just some extra detail, like it's explaining why or when something happened? For that, we need a totally different building technique. This is where the complex sentence comes into play. It's different. Here, we have one main idea, our solid blue block, and then we attach a smaller piece of information to it. And this extra piece, well, it can't stand on its own as a sentence. It depends on the main idea to make any sense at all. Let's break that down. We decided to go for a hike. That's our main idea, our solid blue block. Makes perfect sense, right? But now listen to this part on its own. Although it was raining. See what I mean? It just sort of hangs there. It leaves you waiting for the rest of the story. So we use a different kind of connector here, a word like although, to attach that extra detail right onto our main idea. Although it was raining, we decided to go for a hike. This shows a much more specific relationship. It tells us that even though it was raining, we still went hiking. Our writing is suddenly way more detailed. And guess what? There are loads of these powerful detail connectors. Words like because, while, since, and if, they're all perfect for adding these extra juicy bits of information to your main sentences. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's see how this all works in the real world. It's time to put on our builder hats and see if we can turn a simple idea into something way more interesting. Check this out. We can start with a really simple idea. I am preparing breakfast. One block, nice and easy. Now let's make it a compound sentence by adding another main idea. And my sister is setting the table. See? Two connected blocks. But what if we want to make it complex? We could say, while I am preparing breakfast, my sister is setting the table. Can you see how we've built a more detailed and sophisticated sentence each time? All right, you're doing great. Time for a quick progress check. Have a look at this sentence. The dog barks loudly. Now, using our building block analogy, what do you think we've got here? A basic brick, two connected bricks, or a main brick with an extra piece? If you said a basic brick, you are absolutely right. Spot on. It's one subject, the dog, and one complete action. A classic simple sentence. Nicely done. Okay, ready for the next one? Here it is. I like coffee, but my friend prefers tea. What's your call on this one? Have a think. How many complete ideas can you spot in there? Yes, you got it. It's two connected bricks. I like coffee is a complete thought, and so is my friend prefers tea. And that little connector, but, joins them perfectly. That's a compound sentence. And for our final challenge, because she was tired, she went to bed early. What do you reckon? Simple, compound, or complex? It is a main brick with an extra piece. The main event is she went to bed early. That part makes sense all on its own. The first bit, because she was tired, just tells us why. It's that extra little piece of information that makes this a perfect complex sentence. Brilliant. So now it's over to you. Time for you to be the sentence architect. Go on. Have a look at the last text message you sent. Was it a simple sentence? I bet it was. How could you make it compound or even complex? Try adding one of those connector words we talked about to make it even more powerful. Give it a go and start building some truly brilliant sentences.